But first, assurances over border security appear to buy more time for Canada and the U.S. while at the cusp of a potential trade war. After 2 phone calls, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau says he and U.S. President Donald Trump agreed on tariff reprieve for at least 30 days, allowing the countries more time to work together. Trudeau then ramped up border efforts by announcing that thousands of frontline personnel will man the 49th parallel and that Ottawa is appointing a fentanyl czar to tackle the drug trade. Jason Gaidola joins us live in studio with more tonight. Good evening, Jason.
Good evening, Manisa. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau offered more specifics today, saying that Ottawa will launch a chemical detection unit and build a new drug profiling center, in addition to the government's $1.3 billion border plan.
As I've said, we have had a very effective and constructive series of conversations throughout the American administration. We'll continue to. We've solved big issues before, and we will solve them again.
Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's words from this past weekend rang true yesterday after he and U.S. President Donald Trump worked out a tariff truce for at least 30 days.
How'd the call with Trudeau go? How did the call with Trudeau go?
Very good.
Are you still doing the tariffs? Are you still doing the tariffs tonight?
In the final hours before sweeping 25% levies on goods between both countries, Trudeau and Trump spoke twice over the phone and agreed to use the next month to continue trade talks.
I don't want to use countries, I don't want to use names, but tariffs are very powerful, both economically and in getting everything else you want. Tariffs for us, nobody can compete with us because we're the pot of gold.
Buying more time to avoid economic devastation.
I would say the mood of the country has moved from one of confusion to a sense of betrayal, and now very much to a sense of resolve. And the resolve from Canadians is if the U.S. has changed, if it's changed its priorities, how the U.S. is going to treat us, we'll move forward on our own.
At face value, the tariff pause meets Trump's demands regarding an illegal flow of people and fentanyl across the border, something the Trudeau government had promised to do weeks ago.
It's a commitment from Trudeau that wasn't there to help with fentanyl, to help with the black market.
Well, he announced the plan.
And to secure the border.
He announced that plan, though, 6 weeks ago, back in December.
Well, at least he's reiterated it and formalized it. And here's the thing, when you look at it, you say, oh, well, why so much drama? Well, because you very publicly put them in a position where they're clearly going to do it. And I think the other thing is he's shaping electoral politics in Canada and Mexico as well. And look, we're in a position where our ally to the north could be a much better ally once Trudeau's not their leader.
A $1.3 billion plan. Today, Trudeau revealed more details on X, saying, "We're deploying thousands more frontline personnel to the border, launching a precursor chemical detection unit, and building a new drug profiling center to combat the fentanyl trade." He also says Ottawa will appoint a fentanyl czar as well.
Well, this new fentanyl czar position is one that will transcend any one part of the government. We'll pull together a full Canadian national response between our provinces, our police of local jurisdiction, and work with our American authorities. This fentanyl crisis is a North American crisis. We understand how joint it is, which is why we've, for example, announced that we're going to be listing cartels as terrorist organizations under our criminal code.
The federal government's move on drug cartels in Mexico didn't go well with Mexico's president, who also agreed on a 30-day reprieve with the White House.
We believe that labeling them as terrorists is not helpful, and that there are many other forms of collaboration, of coordination within the framework of our sovereignty that we can use to address the fentanyl crisis in the United States. They also need, obviously, to do their part in their country.
And Trump has said that in the meantime, he hopes he and Trudeau can reach a final economic deal before March 4th, the end date of the temporary tariff reprieve. Manisa.